A ver, tenemos una llamada telefónica que hacer. A ver si encontramos con al tío Wolfie. Wolfgang.
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international?
Cuatro, 9, 0, 9, 3, 2, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3.
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht.
Let me speak to Uncle Wolfgang, please.
Ah, Herr Knight. He cannot come to speak here.
What do you mean?
I cannot get him. Sorry. Goodbye.
But
¿Cómo? ¿Qué significará eso? Y me ha dejado la residencia. O sea, me ha dejado todo. Aquí no habrá nada, obviamente. Claro. Claro, todos sabemos que Gabriel está en quiebra. ¿Cómo puedo pagar un viaje a Alemania? Es verdad. Hombre, tengo la tarjeta de American Express la tarjeta de crédito de Mosley, pero como compro un ticket. Hombre, podría intentar hablar con... Que me lo pida Grace. Sí, claro. Bueno, voy a intentar hablar primero con la Yaya. Abuela, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás?
My precious boy, how wonderful of you to stop by.
can't stay away from you, Gran. Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Nada.
Oh, nothing. Never
La
mind.
abuela, con la abuela yo
Alright,
creo que de
dear.
momento no va a haber nada que hacer. O sea, ya no hay nada que hacer en realidad. Aquí tampoco. Aquí no me dejan hablar con la chica. Aquí no hay nada. Aquí el doctor no está. Así que aquí no hay nada más. Aquí no puedo ir, ¿verdad?
A sign on the front.
Vale, esta es mi tienda. Aquí ya hemos ido y no hay nada. Esto está cerrado. Aquí no hay nada, aquí no hay nada, aquí no hay nada. Aquí no hay nada.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure, I'm not too busy at the moment.
Estoy pensando que a lo mejor si uso la tarjeta de crédito en Grace, a lo mejor eso desbloquea una conversación. ¿Verdad? Voy a intentar hablar con ella
Boy, party time.
sin más. Y si no, uso la tarjeta de crédito en él. En ella, perdón.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Vale. Vamos a intentar...
Does this mean anything to you?
How did you get Mosley's credit card? Never mind. I don't even want to know. Tell it to the judge.
Vale, no, esto no significa... Esto no es nada.
That doesn't seem to work that way. Gabriel checks the drawer again, just in case life as we know it changed significantly since he last looked. The cash register contains about $20 in small bills and change.
Qué horror, ¿no? La vida del librero es muy jodida. Vamos a intentar usar la tarjeta en el teléfono.
That doesn't seem to work that way.
Ya. No sé por qué. No sé por qué me imaginaba que esto no... No sé por qué me imaginaba que esto no iba a funcionar tal cual. Pa, 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 pa.
Hey, Gray.
Whew.
A ver.
Mosley's Americans Repress card. Credit. What a concept.
Ah, pues que como no tenemos acceso ni a una tienda de viajes ni a nada de
It's
este
a
tipo,
man's wallet.
¿sabes?
Mosley's wallet has obviously been in his back pocket for a long time. It's shaped just like him.
O sea, no se me ocurre de qué forma, ¿sabes?
Today's newspaper is on the counter.
Esto ya lo hemos visto, de hecho. Así que voy a pedir otra pista. Sorry, not sorry. Gabriel está en quiebra, sí, pero él conoce a alguien que no. Y ese alguien que no necesita dinero. Ya. Dame un momentito mientras activo esa pista. Vuelvo enseguida. A ver, segunda pista. A ver, vamos a ir para pagar el viaje. No, de verdad. De verdad. ¿Cómo? Manda huevos, ¿eh? La razón es peligroso. Ya, no, sí que hay que salir de aquí. Ya está claro. Eso está claro. Pero ¿cómo? Yo estoy intentando pensar a ver si mientras consigo desbloquear las pistas. Llama a la agencia de viajes en la página C del director. ¿En serio no he visto esto? O sea, es que no puede estar más grande. No puede ser más grande. Es imposible que esté más grande. Joder, macho.
I have a number for a travel agent on that phone book page if I need to call them.
Ah. De verdad. ¡Pavo!
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get
¡Qué
international?
rabia, eh! Por no prestar atención, tío.
See the World Travel Agency. How may I help you?
Rittelsberg, Alemania.
How much for a trip to Rittersberg, Germany?
Rittersberg, Germany. Hold on, let me look that up. I can fly you into Munich. That's the closest airport to Rittersberg. You can rent a car from there or take the train. Let's see, the best price I can see for the flight is $1,400. What would you like to do?
Cárguelo.
Charge it to my Americans repressed.
Yes, sir. And your name was?
Mosley.
Feeling a little guilty, Gabriel gives the travel agent Mosley's card number and is informed that he can pick up his tickets at the Nolens International Airport.
Ok. ¿Qué cosas? Bueno, pues me despido de Grace y me voy. Grace, me voy. ¿Te vienes?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Guess what? I'm going to Germany.
Really? That's great. But how on earth can you afford...
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
Oh my god. I wouldn't like the sound of that even if you were a man.
Qué cabrona.
I'll miss you too, Grace. Got any ideas, Grace?
Yeah, get out of town.
You're so helpful. I'm really going, Grace.
I really hope you'll be safe, Gabriel.
Ok. Ok. Creo que no tengamos ninguna sorpresa desagradable. Camino del aeropuerto. Oh, there we go.
Gabriel picks up his tickets at the airport and boards a plane for Munich.
Pues al final sí que va a ser larguito el juego, ¿eh?
Wolfgang?
Hello, my name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Herr Knight! Oh, kommen Sie bitte herein. I mean, come in, please, Herr Knight. I was not expecting you. Has Wolfgang sent you here?
Uncle Wolfgang? No, I came to see him. Isn't he here?
No, he is gone. I'm sorry. You came all this way.
No, great. That's all I need.
Herr Knight, Wolfgang told me all about you and gave me instructions for you to feel welcome here. Please, this is your home. You are a Retter, no? I'm just doing some work. I will continue and you may make yourself comfortable. If there's anything you need, please ask me. You may use Wolfgang's bedroom. It is at the top of the stairs.
Thank you, miss.
You may call me Gerde, Herr Knight.
Ok.
It's a shaker of salt.
Lo vamos a necesitar.
At the moment, Gabriel can't think of a need for the salt. Gabriel is sure he'll end up getting some of those for a meal sooner or later.
Son salchichas.
Gerda wouldn't appreciate Gabriel messing with her lunch.
Pero qué cojones, tío.
Gerda's desk looks old and well used, but well cared for. Her chair is more modern. Gerda is fresh-faced and quite attractive.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
Pues como siempre, vamos a agotar conversación.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Wolfgang is the only one who would know about that.
Tell me what you know about Schattenjägers.
As Wolfgang may have told you, Schattenjäger means shadow hunter. The Ritter family have always been Schattenjäger. It is a kind of priesthood, though not as restrictive as most.
Tell me what you know about Schattenjägers.
Each Schattenjäger passes on his knowledge to a younger man in the Ritterline when the time is right.
Ah, por eso estaba tan eager Wolfgang.
Tell me what you know about Schattenjägers.
I am sure Wolfgang meant for you to take his place someday as Schattenjäger.
Sí, tiene bastante sentido, la verdad.
Tell me something about the Ritter family.
I can tell you what they say in the village, what I heard when I was small. To the villagers, the Ritters are a little, how do you say, tragic, to be pitied. They say that the Ritters were chosen by God to fight evil. But something happened. One of them was cursed, and so the Ritters lost the way. They struggle still, but like a lame dog, you see, without the power or magic they once had.
Okay. Qué triste.
Tell me something about the Ritter family.
There are legends of how powerful the family once was, of some of their mighty deeds, of the richness of the castle and, in turn, Rittersberg itself. But at the end of the 17th century, that all changed. Since then, the Ritters and Rittersberg have been in decline.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
Schloss Ritter has stood for many centuries, no one knows how long. It was once the pride of Bavaria, but now it is in disrepair. Wolfgang received offers to open the castle for tourists. He has resisted though, even though the castle is in desperate need of repairs. To him, this ground is sacred.
Alemania, exactamente so.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
The castle has many rooms and passages, Herr Knight. Most have been closed off and are decaying in the dark and damp. Only a few rooms have been kept up due to the cost.
Didn't Wolfgang mention a library?
There's a library, but I've never been in it. There are places in the castle where only the master is allowed to go.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
Schloss Ritter is the center from which the Schattenjäger have always gone out to battle the forces of evil.
Okay.
So, what do you do when you're not puttering around the castle?
Every day, I go to Rittersberg to do the daily shopping and visit my friends.
Have you worked here long?
For the past 4 years.
What's it like in Rittersberg?
It is very peaceful and quiet. I'm sure you will find it like a vacation, yeah?
Somehow I doubt this is going to be a vacation. This place is so quiet. Doesn't that bother you at all?
I love it here in Schloss Ritter. Even the silence feels like home to me.
Tell me something about yourself.
I was born in Rittersberg, the village below the castle.
Tell me something about yourself.
I am not well traveled, but Wolfgang has been kind and has tutored me in many subjects. It was from him I learned to speak English. He must have sensed you were coming, Herr Knight, and that you would have need of me.
Tell me something about yourself.
I am very devoted to my position here with Wolfgang.
Tell me something about yourself.
I love Rittersberg. No place on earth could be as beautiful.
Vale. Terminamos, Wolfgang.
Tell me about Wolfgang.
What would you like to know?
Vale, vamos a agotarlo todo. Es interesante.
Do you know when he'll be back?
I only pray he will be back. Before he left, he said Schloss Ritter now belongs to Gabriel. It worried me so to hear him say that. I'm afraid Wolfgang knew he would never return.
What's Wolfgang like?
Wolfgang is a truly wise and good man, the best I have ever known. But his life has been so full of disappointments.
What kind of disappointments?
His only son died in infancy, so there was no one to carry on the family line. And the family's financial troubles have been hard on him. Wolfgang wanted to do so much for the world, but it was all he could do to just hold on to Schloss Ritter. He has not left his mark as he wished to.
What is your relationship with Wolfgang?
Herr Knight, my relationship with your uncle is really none of your business.
Oh.
You're right, Goethe. I apologize. Forget I asked.
Oh.
Just tell me anything.
Wolfgang has dedicated his entire life to the role of Schattenjäger.
Just tell me anything.
He's not had a very happy life, but I've done my best to provide him with a little comfort.
Vale, biblioteca.
Can you show me Wolfgang's library?
How do you know about his library?
When we talked on the phone, he said he was going to do some research in his library. I thought maybe if I saw what he was researching.
Ah, yeah, a good idea, Herr Knight. But I'm afraid I cannot show you the library. You see, I have never been in it. Only a Schattenjäger can enter the library.
I see. Where do you think Wolfgang went?
I don't know, but I have a feeling he has gone off to be Schattenjäger again. He is too old for such chasing around. His heart is very weak. He has not left this castle for 5 years, and now this?
Just tell me anything.
He thought he was the last of the Ritter line until he found out about you.
Just tell me anything.
He knows the history of the Ritter family from many centuries past.
Ok, vamos.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
As you like, Herr Knight.
Vale, entonces... Hombre, habrá más cosas que podamos investigar, pero...
A few tapestries hang on the wall.
Vamos a
Gabriel
movernos.
isn't sure if they mean something or if they're just good insulation. It's a lion's head, carved in stone.
Vale, mira, dragón.
There's a dragon's head on the wall.
Vale, dormitorio. A la capilla. Vale, vamos a ir al dormitorio primero. Orinal. Nice.
It's a chamber pot.
Take me back to the 20th century, please.
¿Puedes beber de aquí? Bebe.
I don't have to right now. Even if I had to, I wouldn't.
Échale un traguito a
A
esa niña.
Gothic-style window looks out over an incredible view.
Yo digo, a ver si esto provoca algo. Voy a cerrar porque tener la chimenea encendida y la ventana abierta es un poco pointless, ¿no?
A fire blazes steadily in the stone fireplace.
No thanks.
The fire's already blazing, and Gabriel doesn't want to put it out.
Vale.
It's the biggest bed Gabriel has ever seen.
¿Qué tenemos aquí? Vitrina. Pum.
A large display case hangs on the wall. It contains a scroll.
A ver, lee esto.
This scroll looks interesting.
Tijeras.
There's a small pair of grooming scissors on the cabinet. Gabriel takes the scissors.
Man, I gotta get more sleep. You handsome devil, you.
Muy bien. Vale,
Saint George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow to set my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own.
The cabinet holds a few items for personal grooming.
vale.
It's an old-fashioned canopy with heavy bed curtains.
No sé si nos podremos acostar.
I'm tired, but it's daylight here. I can't sleep when it's light outside.
The bed is much too large to tote around, unfortunately.
Vale, poema.
The portal says, nor dare...
No.
The portal says, Nor der Rheins darf passieren. Diesen Herz ist rein wie Glas. Diesen Seele rein wie Feuer. Schreitet heuer durchs Portal.
Lo he entendido todo. Sin
The
duda.
door is surrounded by an ornate lintel. It's locked. The only way to open that door is with the right key. Near the bed is an elaborate wooden door. The door has a very large, very oddly shaped keyhole.
No creo que sea con el pergamino.
That
¿verdad?
doesn't seem to work that way.
Ok. Vamos a teniendo esto por si acaso, ¿eh? Esto no creo que tenga nada que ver con el legado de los Knight.
That doesn't seem to work that way.
Así que no creo que nos valga para nada en estos momentos. Nada de lo que tengo aquí debe de valer.
Somehow Gabriel doesn't think that's the right key.
Yup.
There's a window seat on either side of the window. Gabriel isn't interested in sitting at the moment.
Si abrimos la ventana.
Gabriel isn't interested in sitting at the moment. A Gothic-style window looks out over an incredible view.
Vale.
Gabriel isn't interested.
Pues nada, vámonos. Por cierto, el contenido del pergamino estaba en inglés.
St. George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow to sit my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own.
Oh.
A large, handcrafted dagger hangs on the wall. It looks quite old, but it's been polished to a high shine. A few ancient weapons adorn the hall. That weapon might be a bit much to carry around.
A ver.
St. George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow to sit my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own.
Ok. ¿Habrá que hacer algún tipo de sacrificio de sangre para abrir esa puerta?
3 panels hang from each side of the chapel. Gabriel can't determine what their purpose might be. 3 panels hang from each side of the chapel. Gabriel can't determine what their purpose might be.
El San Jorge y el dragón.
A plain wooden altar occupies the center of the chapel. A cushionier at the bottom indicates that the altar is a place of prayer. A magnificent stained glass window depicts the legendary battle between St. George and the dragon.
I named my shop after you. You've always fascinated me. I just never knew why until now.
Gabriel doesn't have a reason to kneel at the altar right now. Candelabra flanked the altar. Perhaps it's an illusion caused by the colored light from the window, but this chapel gives Gabriel a sense of something truly mystical. Candles flank the altar on either side. The candles are already lit, and Gabriel doesn't want to extinguish them. There are pews on both sides of the center aisle. The pews look uncomfortable. Gabriel would rather not sit there.
Es que la puerta se abre con la espada. No. Charco.
Outside the window, there's a nice thick ledge where some rainwater has gathered into a puddle.
Ah, necesitamos
I don't have to right now.
necesitamos recoger eso de alguna forma, ¿verdad?
Gabriel would need a pretty good reason to stick his hands in the puddle of rainwater.
Putting water in my pockets is really gonna give people the wrong impression about me.
Vale, vamos a ver si nos podemos encontrar con un recipiente o algo así.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
Aquí estamos.
What can you tell me about those wall panels in the chapel?
The hangings. They describe the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Ajá. Ok.
Tell me about the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Each young man of the Ritterline must go through the ceremony when he dedicates himself to be a Schattenjäger.
But what does the ceremony do?
I do not know, Herr Knight. The only people present are the old Schattenjäger and the new. But I think it must be similar to a priest's ordination or a wedding, a ceremony of intent and oath.
Ooh, ugh.
Is there a problem, Herr Knight?
You said wedding. I'm okay now.
Menudo elemento, menudo boomer el Gabriel Knight.
Is there anything else you can tell me about that initiation ceremony?
I really don't know any more about it, Herr Knight.
There are some words over the locked door in Wolfgang's bedroom. What do they mean?
Ah, yes. Wolfgang had me translated as part of my English lessons. In English it means, "Only the purest here may pass. He whose heart is pure as glass. He whose soul is pure as fire. Through this portal passes higher."
Great, thanks.
Claro, tenemos que completar la ceremonia de iniciación antes.
What was that door poem again?
Only the purest here may pass. He whose heart is pure as glass. He whose soul is pure as fire. Through this portal passes higher.
Great, thanks. Tell me about Wolfgang.
What would you like to know?
A ver si podemos.
Just tell me anything.
He is a good man, a strong man. I am fond of him.
Ah, perfecto.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
As you like, Herr Knight.
Vale, hemos completado eso.
The main entry doors are massive. They look strong enough to withstand anything. Gabriel has no time to explore Rittersburg. He's got pressing business inside the castle.
¿En serio? Ok. Ok. Esto es el agua de lluvia.
The first panel shows hands and water.
Claro.
The second panel shows hair and a knife.
Ah, ¿en serio?
That's not a bad idea, but Gabriel senses that he's missing a few necessary steps first. The third panel shows a chalice on a table, with ocean waves in the background.
Ya.
The fourth panel shows a knife and a few drops of blood. The fifth panel shows someone kneeling. The sixth panel shows a scroll. Thinking of the fifth panel, Gabriel kneels at the altar.
Claro, pero si hay que hacerlo en orden.
The Ritter dagger is solid, weighty, and highly polished. That's not a bad idea, but Gabriel senses that he's missing a few necessary steps first.
Ah, el pelo me lo corto con unas tijeras. Claro.
I don't cut my hair without a damn good reason.
No me lo puedo creer. No me puedo creer que le vayamos a cortar el pelo a ella.
Do you know anything about this?
Yeah, those are Wolfgang's scissors.
Do you know anything about...
Yeah, those are...
I don't cut my hair without a damn good...
Come on. No seas puto. Ah, claro, seguramente al abrir la ventana, el calor de dentro de la habitación.
The fire's already blazing, and Gabriel doesn't want to put it out. That would probably only ruin the keyhole and the dagger without opening the door. Gabriel takes the chamber pot.
Vale.
Putting water in my pockets is really gonna give people the wrong impression about me.
No, pero la puedes... Vale. Tocamos el agua.
Thinking of the first chapel panel, Gabriel washes his hands in the water.
Vale. Ahora, en el segundo, si es que hay que hacerlo en orden, me tengo que cortar un poco de pelo.
Thinking of the second chapel panel, Gabriel cuts his hair.
I hate this. There. That's plenty.
Vale.
The third panel shows a chalice on a table, with ocean waves in the background.
Solo hay una mesa. Solo hay una mesa en la que pueda poner esto. A no ser. A ver. No, voy a tener que ponerla abajo, ¿verdad? Lo que pasa es que aquí no veo olas de mar. Bueno, a no ser que esto se interprete como un mar.
Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel puts the chamber pot on the altar.
Vale, ahora supongo que viene el sacrificio de
That's
sangre.
not a bad idea, but Gabriel senses that he's missing a few necessary steps first. The fourth panel shows a knife and a few drops of blood. The sixth panel shows a scroll. There's no reason to put the scroll on the altar. Thinking of the sixth panel, Gabriel reads the scroll.
Saint George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow to set my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own.
Nothing. Gabriel has the sneaking suspicion that he left out something. Perhaps that's why he doesn't feel any different.
Tengo que poner.
Thinking of the fifth panel, Gabriel kneels at the altar.
Vale.
That's not a bad idea, but Gabriel senses that he's missing a few necessary steps first.
¿Qué me falta?
Thinking of the sixth panel, Gabriel reads the scroll.
Saint George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood to sit. I named my shop after you. You've always fascinated me. I just never knew why until now.
¿Qué me falta?
The candles are already lit, and Gabriel doesn't want to extinguish them. Putting that in a chamber pot doesn't seem to make sense somehow.
¿Qué me falta? ¿Qué puedo hacer aquí?
Talking to the chamber pot doesn't seem quite right. Putting that on the altar won't help.
No, lo de las tijeras ya lo he hecho. De hecho, me he cortado el pelo. Voy a volver arriba. Por si acaso el pelo se hubiese quedado ahí.
The cabinet holds a few items for personal grooming.
Me falta algo, pero no sé qué es. Ah. Ok.
Is that a shaker of salt?
Yeah, salt.
Mind if I take it?
No?
Thanks.
Claro. Era este paso, ¿verdad?
The third panel shows a chalice on a table, with ocean waves in the background. Gabriel knows. Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel pours the contents of the salt shaker into the chamber pot.
Vale. Ahora debería de ser.
Thinking of the fourth panel, Gabriel holds his arm over the chamber pot and nicks it with the dagger.
Oh, oops. Nearly hit an artery.
Ahora sé que debería de bastar.
Thinking of the sixth panel, Gabriel reads the scroll.
Saint George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow to set my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own.
Nothing. Gabriel has the sneaking suspicion that he left out something. Perhaps that's why he doesn't feel any different.
Hecho. A lo mejor tengo que estar arrodillado.
There's no reason to.
A lo mejor tengo que estar arrodillado.
Thinking of the fifth panel, Gabriel kneels at the altar. Thinking of the sixth panel,
Perfecto.
Gabriel reads the scroll.
Saint George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I avow to set my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own. It worked. Something's happening.
Oh, excuse me. I was just vacuuming. I did not know you were in here.
¿Qué cojones?
No, that's all right. I've done about all I can do in here anyway. I give up.
You look tired, Knight. Why don't you go to bed?
Sure, why not?
I will clean everything up. You need not worry.
I can't believe I cut my hair for nothing.
Menudo asustado.
Your soul spares, Gabriel Knight. You seek to be Schattenjäger?
I do.
You must first burn away the past. How much sin do you have to burn? You have used people all your life, never committing to anything. Turn back now, and I will forget that you asked for this.
No.
There are only two things that redeem you. First, that you have Ritter blood in your veins. Second, that 3 women have loved you purely. You asked to start on the path, so you shall. But you will not be a Schattenjäger until you have earned it.
How?
I cannot show you the path, but I can tell you that you will have to let go of the greater part of yourself, Gabriel Knight.
No problem.
Yes. for purification. You shall have it.
Oh no. Fuego purificador. Qué tocho, ¿no? Día 8. Dentro de una cámara oculta donde no merecía estar, por fin encontré la rueda. ¿O fue la rueda quien me quiso hallar?
What a night. I'm sore all over.
Bien, pues vamos a salvar y lo dejamos por aquí. Guardar juego.